If at all possible, you should not attempt to take the TOEFL until you are at least comfortably into stage 3, and preferably into stage 4. Certainly, the more comfortable you are speaking, writing, and thinking in English, the more you can expect to gain from the time you spend preparing for the TOEFL, and therefore the higher score you can expect to earn. 1. Introduction 13.1. Silent receptive pre-production, not necessarily silent, but definitely more about listening and absorbing. You have a minimal comprehension in second language. 2. Early production, you begin to develop a vocabulary of about 1,000 words. You start speaking in short phrases of 1 or 2 words, although not necessarily grammatically accurate. You develop a limited comprehension but may use familiar phrases comfortably. 3. Speech emergence, your vocabulary grows to about 3,000 words or more. Your comprehension improves significantly. You begin to develop phrases, sentences, and questions, although they still may not necessarily be grammatically correct. You might continue to make grammar and pronunciation errors, and that's okay. You should begin reading and writing in your second language. 4. Intermediate fluency, your vocabulary is as large as 6,000 words. You have developed excellent comprehension and make few grammatical errors. You begin writing in more complex sentences. You begin thinking in the second language, which impacts proficiency significantly. 5. Continued language development, advanced fluency, comprehension and communication are nearly the same as those of a native speaker of the language. It may take some time when learning a new language to get to this stage, depending on how intensively you have been studying and how frequently you have been communicating and reading in your second language. Before we discuss the TOEFL, there are a few basic principles to keep in mind for any standardized, multiple-choice test. Wrong answers. One of the advantages of a multiple-choice test is that the answer to every question is right there on the screen.